We're live. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. We're just a couple of minutes early, but I thought I would give everybody a chance to step on in. Come on into the house. That'd be fun. This is Andale Homestead. I'm Ann, and I'm really, really glad you're here. If you're watching the replay, please hashtag replay. At least that's what everybody tells me to tell you. I'm not sure. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Rebecca and Princess. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Cheryl Guess. Hello, everyone. I love the way that you put that. EV1. Hi, EV1. Everyone. I'm learning that text lingo, y'all. I'm learning it. I'm learning it. So, I hope everyone can hear me and see me okay. Hey, she is sunshine. That sweet smile comes to my mind. GT Jr. grows in Alaska. Butler Family Farm. Cynthia, Brook Farmer. You're driving, but you're here. I'm so glad you're here. I loved your video about what to plant and what inside now and what to just not mess with and put as seeds out in the yard. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Hey, Kim Mill. Oh, you've got some ringing in your ear, honey. That is irritating. Good gracious. And Judy drove that big tractor, Cheryl Guest says. Isn't Aunt Judy a mess? That's Judy from Sneed's Farmhouse Sanctuary. And Judy is a hoot and a half, man. Good morning, Judy Aunt. I'm glad you're here. And Karma, hello. Hey, Brenda Little. I do see that Facebook is coming in. That's wonderful. Glitter World. Yay. It's so nice to have people visit. I am not in my home. I am with the grandbabies, and I will be here for quite some time. Worth is back on the homestead, which is our home. He's watching the chickens and the dog for me. We have 3 dogs here. Hey, G Mama Grows, thank you for being here, honey. Um, we have 3 dogs here, and we love them. And about 5 minutes ago, my daughter said, whispered under her voice, sometimes I don't like them. It's a good thing they're so cute when they're sleeping. It is. Hey, Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. Hey, darling, I don't have your cup with me today. I've got a different cup at the grandbabies. You're watching from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Julie, welcome in. We're glad to see everybody here. Mm. Hey, Cindy Barnett Price. She is my friend, and she is a traveling girl. This woman, she is so brave. She is my age, a little bit longer, a little bit more, and I see black tropicals down in the basement. That's wonderful. And she travels all over the world. Cindy Price does, and sometimes that woman goes right by herself. She gets in the car, picks up, and goes. I'm telling you, she's so brave. Hey, Maria Graham, you sweetheart, and Julie, Canadian Family Life, Butler Family Farm, Black's Tropical. What's up, soil brothers and soil sisters? That's another note I want to put. I would like very much to talk a little bit about the Soil Family Expo today. And I've had to write myself notes, y'all. I mean, we all need notes every now and again. Hey, Jags, J3GS. J3GS Farm is doing well. Hey, David Corey. And I might not see everyone in the chat because I'm going to start looking away a little bit, but I sure am glad you're here. And thank you. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for being here and where we can share on Tuesdays, because on Tuesdays, as you all know, although if you're new here, you may not, Tuesdays is where we get to concentrate on what our attitude is for the day, what we're going to let in our brain and our heart, and what we're going to concentrate on. So I'm going to get started with the message because it is 11:02, and we have some things going on that after, well, probably a couple of hours after, because right now the kids are homeschooling upstairs. They've got the dogs locked in the bedroom with them. Good morning, Nikki. And then we're going to go to an aquarium, I hope, to be able to see things. I'll try to do a little video while I'm there, and we'll see. It's fun. It's fun to go. And they do have some petting tanks and things like that. Yes, Charlene, I do have a blessings to you too, sweetie. Charlene Doolittle, I do have a blessed day in my future. That's right. Hey, Dot Roper. So let's get started. I'm going to miss some chat while we talk about things and what I'm going to concentrate on. And what I titled this is sometimes, because sometimes you can let yourself visit things and feelings and places that you don't want to move into, but it's okay to visit them. It's important to be able to express your emotions, sit there for a minute and think about. And I've got some things that I wanted to read to you. And it's going to be bouncing around a little bit on sometimes. Good morning, Ann Francisco. Sometimes you need to just step outside and get some fresh air and remind yourself of who you are and who you want to be. Sometimes we need to keep the promises that we made to ourselves. Don't let old fears or doubts or worries hold you back. You can use the courage that you had when you first dreamed of your goals and start pursuing them. Because sometimes when you face difficulties, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because you're doing something right. Sometimes I just smile and I say, God, I know that was you. Because sometimes, all the time, God has a purpose for your for your pain. He has a reason for your struggle and a reward for your faithfulness. Trust Him and never give up. And sometimes we have to give it to God and go to sleep. So that's my message today. If you don't remember anything else, remember that last one. Sometimes, honey, when you're laying in bed and you're thinking and your brain is all full and you can't get something off of your head or your heart, sometimes you just have to say, Lord, you got to take this for me, please. And really give it to Him and go to sleep. So, good morning, everybody. Hey, Suzette and Nikki and Alma and Fisherman 506. I'm glad to see you, sweetie. Jane Doe, I'm so glad you're here. Good morning, Terrigen Gomez. Terrigen Gomez, I hope that's how you say your name. So, y'all, I got some mail. You do have to do that often, Denise. Denise says she's got to do that quite often. That's how our brains go when we get so full and so busy and you can't sleep and you're tossing and turning it. I mean, I had a time like that this morning. I'll share a little confession time with you. I was on a live last night just in the chat and I love it. I absolutely love the group of ladies that are having a Bible study. And it's the homesteaders ladies. They're the homesteaders groups. Anyway, it's Not for Nothing Homestead, Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farm, a White Rock Homestead, and Nana from 9 Acres. They're amazing and wonderful. And I was just tapping away in the chat. Well, what I was doing was I was on my phone in the bed because 8 o'clock their time is 9 o'clock my time. So I was already in the bed. And I do that often. And I typed something in there that was supposed to be a question, but it came out as, oh, no notifications on on Facebook. I'm sorry, Diana. It came out as a statement. as in I was correcting them. And when I read it later, I went, "Oh, I didn't." Oh yeah, I do read the Bible to go to sleep too, Judy. I didn't mean it as a statement. It came off as a correction, like you girls don't know what you're talking about. This is the reason why the Jews all dressed in sacks and various things because we're studying Esther, which is awesome. And God is all over it, even though He's not mentioned in there in that particular book in the Bible. And I just felt so bad about coming off as some sort of authoritative figure. I mean, I'm no authority, I can promise you. Hey, David, I love that you talk to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for doing that. So this morning I got up and I was walking around the house and I was going, I don't have their phone numbers. How can I get in touch with them? So I emailed. I haven't heard anything back yet because it's just been in the last hour. But I emailed all the ladies and said, please let me apologize and forgive me for that because um, I didn't mean it that way. And sometimes we lose the, oh, your first time here. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. And yeah, you want to speak on the phone instead of text because, it is misunderstood. They couldn't hear my inflection when I was typing. And I, I just felt bad about it. So I emailed all of them, said, I love you. I'm crazy about all of you. Please forgive me. I was coming from another Bible book that I had just studied on. And so, anyway, sometimes, and there is something I did want to um, also share with you that comes up now um, that I want to say. This is something I wanted to read to you too. And it says, 10 lessons I want to instill in my kids. And as it is now, it's my grandkids because I have some pretty awesome kids. Hey, it was good to see you too, honey. Um, it says, if you made a mistake, apologize. If you're thankful, show it. If you're confused, ask questions. If you learn something, teach others. If you're stuck, ask for help. If you're wrong, fess up. If you love someone, tell them. And if you trip, get back up. If someone needs help, help them. And if you see wrong, take a stance. I thought that was just awesome. I just thought that is something that we do want to instill in our children. And because if everybody makes mistakes and you apologize and you keep on going further, and it's just a life lesson that we can all learn that nobody's perfect. Respect does go a long way, David. It certainly does. And I'm just, I'm tickled and excited. Words to live by. And that's true for all of us, adults as well. So, anyway, the mail. Yeah, Miss Pam from Cooking at Pam's Place has a new thing. Everybody knows Cooking at at Pam's Place. Everybody, I ordered 2 of them. But because the first 1,000 that ordered, oh, whoa, sorry. I just threw y'all right on the daggone thing. Y'all wouldn't believe what I got my computer propped up on. Maybe it's not a good idea to have it propped up on it because it keeps slipping. Pam is way too cool. So Cooking at Pam's Place has released her own spice. Yep. She's released her own spice. Now, in the description of the video on YouTube, I have a link to her channel and a link to how you can get your spice. And I know I pushed you, Kim. Sorry. Oh, Fresh and Fire is here. Hey, darling. I'm so glad everybody's here. I'm sorry if I missed you. It is not on purpose. It is not intentional. I'm grateful for everyone being here. And if you will hit that like button, that would help me a lot. Also, on Facebook, because I do have some Facebook in here, it tells me that 75% of the people that are watching and liking my videos are not following the page. It doesn't cost anything to follow the page. So hit that like button or follow button on Facebook for me too. That would be great because I'm stuck. I'm stuck over there in my numbers. Hey, sweet thumb. All right. So Miss Pam, has her own seasoning. And she sent everyone a present. Come with me. I'll show you what to do. Everyone in the first thousands. This is her seasoning, Pam's Preps, and it's an all purpose pre seasoning. This stuff, I haven't had a chance to cook with it yet because I just got it right before I came here. Man, woo, it smells. Oh, it smells so good. Now, she has a very limited amount to begin with, and she's already about halfway there being sold out. So, if you want some and a bracelet, check out Pam's Place, Cooking at Pam's Place. I've got her link in the YouTube video description. Hey, Miss T with the T, you sweet thing, sending your people over here. I love you, honey. I appreciate you very much. And check out Pam's Preps. This is her first spice. And we're so excited. It's selling like hotcakes, and I am thrilled for my friend. It's so funny because in the comments of all my Be Ready videos, I have, I am doing what you can do around the house. If a storm comes and knocks out your power, or pulls down all your power poles, or a truck hits the power poles, or we've even had an airplane that crashed on a bridge that was going over our sound because we have a lot. That's an area where they do a lot of testing on the pilots are testing and they hit a bridge, knocked out the power for like 3 days. So it could be anything. I'm not trying to scare you with the be readies. I'm not. And people go, when I say, I just want you to be ready, it's not ready for the apocalypse, although you probably should be ready for that, and both physically and spiritually. But it's not like we're going to war. There's some civil uprise or something, or there's a new virus that's out. Although all those things may happen, this is mostly the Be Ready videos, or so that if you're caught short, if you're at your home or a friend's home and something happens, you might be able to use some things that you just have around the house to be able to have some warmth, have some light, and cook some food and drink some water. Water, light, and then food and safety. You do need to be able to have some safety. Oh gosh, thank you. Thank you, G Mama Grows. She put up notifications. Be sure and ring the bell. Yep. Ready for daily life in transition time. Good morning, Homestead in the Wood with D. I'm so glad you're here. And Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. Well, good morning. And good morning, Jane Doe. I'm glad you're here. Let me have another sip of coffee. So, anyway, if you want some things from Pam, Cooking at Pam's Place, she is everywhere, y'all. I mean, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the things. She's everywhere. And Scaredy Cat Gardener. She has a channel called Scaredy Cat Gardener that is everywhere. That's the one that's taken off over on Instagram, is Scaredy Cat Gardener. So she has lots and lots and lots of friends. But believe it or not, she does look and read, even though she has she has altogether on all her platforms, she probably has millions of followers. Hey, Miss Shirley OG Gardner, good morning. But The funny thing is when I'm doing my be readies, I have people in the comments go, "Oh my gosh, she's a white version of that lady that says, 'Come with me.'" I always take a screenshot of those comments and send them to Pam. Or they'll say she's a Caucasian lady or she's another version of or something, but I think it's hilarious. Oh, Diana has a doctor's appointment today at 3 o'clock. We certainly will be praying for you. You keep bumping away there, honey. We'll be praying right at 3 o'clock. I should be at the aquarium at that time. But anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. So I do have Cooking at Pam's Place here. Now, it is 11:18. You know, I like to keep my things about 30 minutes, but I do want to talk about the Vineyard Chicks. And they were in here earlier. I wasn't sure they were going to be here today, only because it's school time. 11 o'clock in the morning is a time where people are at work. Vineyard Chicks Homestead. Okay? Vineyard Chicks Homestead. And I have their link in the bio on YouTube. And oh gosh, here we go. Trey, and she's making breakfast for her other two sisters. Those girls are a mess. They are a hoot and a half. They have some beautiful things. Oh my gosh, their singing is amazing and outstanding and wonderful, and their spirit is so sweet and kind. But they are having a huge collaboration that's getting ready to get started. And it's called Survival Seeds Collaboration, I guess. Oh, good. Nana's here. Finally get to catch you. Another boring ice day and no school. Oh, Nana, I'm sorry. We're warming up here in northeastern North Carolina. And let's see, my husband's disability hearing is in an hour and a half. We need a positive outcome. Lord knows our needs. He really, really, truly does. And Scott's dropping links. Thank you, Scott. So what was I talking about? Lord, the Vineyard Chicks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Survival Seeds 2024. Thank you. I'm going to be a part of it. They only want 2 videos, really. You can do as many as you want. There's no rules, there's nothing. You send them an email and say, I want to be a part of it. And then they will send you 6 different types of seeds. I've included the video in here. Okay, you're working, but you're listening. Good. I've included the video in the description on YouTube. And I'll try to put all these things in Facebook, but it's very hard to connect things on Facebook. It's a little differently. I'll try to put it under there, but then it gets lost in the comments. You can't really pin it very well in Facebook. So anyway, and Nana, I emailed you. I emailed you. I want you to get it. And I talked about you earlier. I had a little apology for you girls because I love you so big. I love you so big. And I just had something that I said last night in the chat that was pushing on my heart. And I just wanted to say, I love you and please forgive me. What do I do without Brownie here? Honey, Brownie is absolutely miserable when Brownie is here because we have 3 dogs. One is kind of a mutt. They're all, well, one's a little poodle. The little poodle, Molly, loves Brownie because they're just about the same size. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. Sorry. And she wants Brownie to love her so badly. And he's an old man. He's an old man. Oh, Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead. It's early for you, sugar. Gosh, y'all, I get distracted. I was talking about the Vineyard Chicks. Let's get that finished. Survival Seeds 2024. They're going to mail you 6 different packages of seeds. They're going to keep a survival garden over to the side so that Nothing gets cross-pollinated. And there's a video that I have linked in the description here on YouTube that explains all about it and why they picked those particular seeds, the nutritional value, the multi-purpose value, those kinds of things. And I already have a section of my yard. Actually, it's in the front yard that I'm going to be planting that survival garden. Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. I'll always forgive you, Annie. You're the sweetest lady I know. Love you. That just cures my heart, makes me feel so good. So the vineyard chicks are going to be doing that. And it's so exciting. They're going to have big giveaways at the end. Not that giveaways are the total real reason for doing anything. Actually, it's learning and experimenting and getting the knowledge of being able to grow food that you can survive on. But, it's kind of like going to an office meeting. As long as you have good snacks, you figure when you leave, well, yeah, that was a pretty good meeting. Hey, Nanny Tam. Pretty good meeting, pretty good meeting. Plus, y'all, 95 people in here. I appreciate that so much. Hit the likes for me if you would, please. I'm only showing 37 likes. When you put the links up on the screen, can y'all leave them up longer, please? Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, Kim, if you go on YouTube, I'll have all those links in my description of this video. Oh, my nose is doing. Gotta run, pick up my grandbaby girl. It's nice to have you here too, Rio's family. Thank you very much. MJ. Let's see. Win big and don't forget to hook a brother up. That's what Jesse's saying. Okay, so she is Sunshine. Must be heading out. Also, April 5th through the 7th, that's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday of 2024, is the Soil Family Expo. It's going to be amazing, you guys. It's going to be great. It's in Savannah, Georgia. And you can go to, I've got to put that link in the description too. Don't let me forget that, Sherry. Itchy nose means money or a fight. Well, let's hope for money. It is payday for Social Security. But Soul Family Expo, Savannah, Georgia. We have people that are coming from all over the country, which is fabulous. I heard that they're trying to get a Trailways bus from Texas to scoot around and pick people up and bring them on. Now, the last time my kid was on a chartered bus, it was very expensive for the seat. But anyway, it'll still be a lot of fun. Soilfamily.org. Jesse has put the link up, soilfamily.org. And Kim, if you want to take a screenshot of that, you can do that and look it up a little bit later. Hey, David Hunt, too. I'm so glad. Passionately Intrigued Arts. I'm glad you're here. Joyfully Orange Deborah. Thank you for being here, honey. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's going to be so fun. And so Friday, we will get there and we'll just say our hellos. We'll have a meet and greet Friday evening down on the waterfront, probably. And we'll be visiting and chatting and stuff. Saturday morning, we go to the Children's Museum. And at the Savannah Children's Museum, they have a train museum there. It does cost $10 to get in, but all of that goes to the museum. None of it goes to Soil Family. There'll be booths there where we'll be able to sell all our different things and wares. You'll also be able to meet all your favorite YouTubers and all of the followers. Everyone is invited to come. Very family friendly, lots and lots of kids activities. There'll be some animals there to pet, lots of crafts to do for the children. Saturday evening, we'll have dinner somewhere together. The tickets will soon be sold, so you might want to email soilfamily.org and get your ticket for dinner. which dinner, I think it's $50 for the ticket, but it pays for dinner, all you can eat, everything but alcohol, tax, tip, the room. We have to rent the room this year, which is why the dinner is a little bit more. And so, anyway, it, and then after that, there is more likely some entertainment down at the waterfront Saturday night where we get to party our night away together and have fun. Then Sunday morning, we usually meet somewhere. Let's see. Here we go. Can someone charter a bus from Minnesota, pick up Mike's chaotic gardening there, stop in Chicagoland for Carol, the girl manager, Bean Juice, and I, then pick up Miss T with T in Indiana? Wouldn't that be a hoot? That would be a hoot. And I mean, that would be fun and fall in it, right? We would all be jealous of that bus ride. I can tell you. Oh gosh, yeah. Is baby gonna dance? I am gonna dance, Kim. I'm gonna dance. We're gonna have a big time. It'll be a lot of fun. Lydia and I, Lydia from Best Jet Journey, and her daughter Naya and I are rooming together. Now, there are hotels everywhere. We're not going to tell you what hotel to go to. It didn't work out for us to get discounts. It just didn't work out. They weren't giving us enough that made it worth advertising for them. It was like 5% or something. It was, and they weren't close by. There's a lot of motels out by the airport and Pooler that's like a 10-minute drive and not a bad drive to downtown. And then there's downtown hotels, and they're pricey. They are pricey. But BestJet and I are splitting it. And it works out to be about my portion of it, about 30 or 40 more dollars a night for me personally each night to be able to stay right on the waterfront. Already have a parking place. I don't have to find a parking place in downtown Savannah. I can walk everywhere the whole weekend except for the Children's Museum. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, it is 11:30 and I wanted to talk about all these three things. Don't forget Miss Pam's Preps. I hope you can read that. And her link is in the bio of the YouTube. She's selling out fast, so if you want yours, she says, I'll show you what to do. Come with me. I'll show you what to do. Which still, it makes me giggle when people say that I'm the white version of her. I can't wait for Soul Family Expo. It's so nice meeting you last year. You're just as sweet in person. I hope so, honey. You know, somebody asked me one time, well, how do you think about this or that? Or putting, I mean, sometimes when you talk about your faith, it's kind of taboo on social media. Or if you talk about something else, I don't talk about politics or any of that kind of stuff. But I said, I is what I is. I kind of sort of am me no matter where I go or what I do. Oh, Penny, thank you, honey. Thank you. That is not necessary, but so super, super duper sweet. So I love you for that. Thank you. All right, everybody. It's 11:31. I got to go. The kids are upstairs doing their homeschooling. Sarah was at work yesterday, and she will be at work many other days during this week. And so I was able to work with the children yesterday in their homeschool curriculum. It was fabulous. I loved it. The kids liked it. We laughed. We sang. We counted. We read. We discussed. It was amazing. It was just amazing. And I was so happy to do that. And you're right, Denise. My page, my show, you be you. Because how would it look? I mean, it's kind of like on Facebook if you have, or here, I don't use it on StreamYard, but on here, if you use filters all the time, somebody I read on one of those memes that said, hey, y'all get lost out there on the street, ain't nobody gonna recognize you because you've been using all those filters all the time. And I don't know how to use them. And I don't know how to use the filters for my personality either. Okay, everybody. So while you're all, hey, kick it with Alvin and Teresa, where you're all saying bye to each other, because I love it that you talk to each other. It just makes my heart go zoom when you talk to each other. I just love it. Hey, the Hood's dead. She has the Mary Poppins bag when you go to the Soul family. If you need anything, just ask her. She's got it going on. So, as we go about our day and we think about various things, because honestly, each day has its own trials and troubles. Each day does. It really does. But yes, you move on and you think, you know, sometimes it's okay to relax. It's okay to sit back. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to mourn, but you just can't move in there. You have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and then you give it to God and go to sleep. I love you all. Remember, the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. And I'm holding on to those words with all my might. All right. Love you all. Everybody, as Prayer Mountain Homestead says, have a blessed week. Love you. Bye bye now.